Tonight, for the first time, former Bluebell ice cream workers are claiming that management ignored complaints about conditions at their factory in Texas that was linked to an outbreak of listeria. 10 people got sick from the bacteria and 3 died. The company recalled 8 million gallons. Before this, Bluebell was the #3 brand in the nation, sold in 23 states. Jim Axelrod has our investigation.
In the early morning hours of August 29th, a single truck left Bluebell Creameries of Brenham, Texas, marking the return of its ice cream. When the company recalled all its products in April, its loyal customers sang their support.
Oh, Bluebell, the best ice cream in the country.
Prayed for their return. And plastered Brenham with signs.
Well, God bless Bluebell. It's a fantastic product, and they've done a lot for this community. But at the same time, there's the bad side of Bluebell where, everything was overlooked.
For the last 7 months leading up to the shutdown, Terry Schultz operated this machine at the Brenham Bluebell factory.
A lot of times when I walked in there and there was just ice cream all over the floor.
What do you mean ice cream all over the floor?
Well, sometimes these machines, it would just go haywire, and it would just, the product would just continually run through the conveyor belt, and it would just drop right off onto the floor.
Schultz says stopping to clean up the ice cream would slow down production, so workers left it pooling on this floor, creating an environment where bacteria could flourish. When he complained to supervisors, he says, nothing was done.
The response I got at one point was, is that all you're going to do is come in here and bitch every afternoon?
What do you think his message to you was?
Production is probably more important than cleanliness.
It's all about the money.
5-year Bluebell veteran Gerald Bland operated a fruit feeder in a different part of the plant. He says he was told to pour ice cream and fruit juice that dripped off the machine throughout the day into barrels of ice cream mix to be used later.
You'd see oil on top from the fruit feeder leaking. That would still go right into the barrel.
It would have been possible to actually have oil from the machine end up in some of the ice cream.
Yeah.
Bland says that practice stopped a year before the shutdown, but other problems persisted. Listeria thrives in wet environments, and both Schultz and Bland told us water was everywhere.
On the wall by the 3-gallon machine. If it had rained real hard and water set on the roof, it would just trickle down that wall.
Rainwater?
Yeah.
From the roof?
From the roof.
Would get into the factory?
Yeah. It had a couple of times where it actually flooded Area 2 to where they had to cut their machines off because there was too much water over there.
What Bland and Schultz told us they saw is consistent with FDA findings. When the FDA inspected Bluebell's main plant here in Brenham, Texas in March, they found a number of violations detailed in this report, including condensation dripping into the ice cream, dirty equipment, and paint chipping from the ceiling directly above an ice cream mixer. In the years leading up to the outbreak, the state inspected the Brenham factory about every 6 weeks, and the Army, which had a $4.8 million contract with Bluebell, inspected 4 times a year. None of their inspections revealed violations that stopped production. Gerald Bland questions the inspection process.
We never, the whole time I was there, had a surprise inspection. As soon as Army pulls up on the parking lot, the phone call starts. Every area knows right away, which will give you about a 15 or 20-minute window.
The ice cream that sickened 5 people was made on this production line. Bluebell shut it down in March after confirming it was contaminated with listeria. But in other parts of the plant, production continued for weeks.
Nothing changed. The last 2 weeks, that's when they changed wash-up procedures, and they started retraining some of us.
Isn't that closing the barn door after the horse gets out?
Oh, I think all the animals got out by that time they shut the door.
This is a terribly sad day for all of us at the company.
On May 15th, the CEO, Paul Kruse, announced the first layoff in Bluebell's history. More than 1,400 employees, including Gerald Bland and Terry Schultz.
There was a lot of things that could have been done to prevent this, and just no action was taken. it was kind of like, I just feel sorry for the people that died and the people that got sick.
Bluebell told us that pending litigation prevented them from addressing our report. But in a statement to CBS News, they wrote, quote, "We are committed to ensuring we are producing a safe product through our enhanced manufacturing procedures, including increased focus on sanitation and cleaning, ongoing evaluation from independent microbiologists, voluntary agreements with our state regulators, and finally, a test and hold procedure." That means they can't distribute any product they produce until a test confirms it's safe. But Scott, their flagship plant in Brenham, Texas, is still closed.
Part 2 here tomorrow, and Jim will have more about all of this on CBS This Morning.